Hello, fabulous Virgo. Thanks for joining me. This is your 2019 reading for September. It is a general reading, so please take that into account because it cannot and it will not resonate with everybody. So take what you need and discard the rest. I'm doing things a little bit different. Couldn't get to you in August due to ill health. That's neither here nor there, but I'm doing it the way that I'm bringing through some messages from Spirit firstly. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle overarching energies that come through, and also tarot cards as well. So I just want to go through these first. So for you, Virgo, the first one is organizational skills. And when Spirit brought that through, that's about getting things sorted. So it's not necessarily work related. So what this is all about, even though it is work, organizing everything, but it is organizing. And I felt this was to do with organizing in some form, shape or matter, somebody else's blooming life. And I know that sounds really weird, but it's sort of like, okay, helping them out, getting their stuff organized, getting them set up. And you may find that a friend might be in dire need of your help. So you're organizing things to get them by, to help them, sort of setting out appointments for them, if they're in ill health or something like that. But it was interesting the way that Spirit brought that through. So number two, that runs on basically what Spirit brought through first off, saying that you're running around. It's also indicating that you're going to be extremely busy. Now, this could be to do with the other person as well, but also in the fact that you're running around for yourself, trying to get everything else organized, not only organizing somebody else, but organizing your own stuff. So getting the other finer details sorted. But then the third one came along, and the third message was about peacemaker. Interesting that this came along because it did indicate that you may have to be the peacemaker in perhaps a situation between a couple of people, or you yourself need to be the peacemaker in a situation that you need to deal with someone. So interesting concept, those messages that Spirit brought through. So I'm going to get on to laying a couple of these cards. And the first deck that I'm using is Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. They're absolutely beautiful cards. And we'll see what the overarching energy is for them, or for these cards. First off. And I have pre-shuffled the cards too. So, all right. So this one is The Mother Awakens. Very interesting. They were talking around there, trying to get everybody else organised. So it's compassion, nurture, and guidance. So a beautiful card saying that you're going to perhaps even guide someone. You're showing a lot of compassion this month, trying to get perhaps, like I was saying, that Spirit brought through, getting things organised for perhaps even someone else. So a very interesting concept there. So you're going to be a real nurturer. It does suit you to the ground though, Virgo, which is absolutely beautiful. The Mother Awakens. So it's a beautiful nurturing card that you've got there. So that runs very well with what Spirit had brought through. Excuse me. And the other card deck that I'm using is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. These are also beautiful cards. And we're going to see what energies that you need to be aware of as well. Okay, and again, I've pre-shuffled the deck. Oops, can't get that one. All right, beautiful. Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Now, interesting that this card came through, because it might seem that while you're busy running around organising everybody else, and then, trying to get things, peaceful and sorted and everything. But it's also saying about claiming your independence. So maybe you're actually too codependent on someone. That doesn't mean that it's a bad thing or you're a bad person, but it means that it's like taking your power back, claiming your independence so that you're not so reliant on other people, or that they're not so reliant on you. So a very interesting card to go with that one. So it's good though. All right, so we're going to pull some tarot cards for you now. I'm going to have a little bit of a look to see. Again, I have pre-shuffled these cards for you, Virgo. And we'll see what's coming up for you for September 2019. Beautiful. All right, let's have a look at the overarching energy for these cards here. Oh, Fabulous. Aries had this as well, the Wheel of Fortune. Now the tables are turning. Maybe you've learnt lessons about how much time and effort that you're going to be putting into organising perhaps somebody else and running around for other people too. So being the peacemaker. So maybe these are all messages coming for you for having to learn this. But it does say that the Wheel of Fortune is now turning in your favour. So you may find that there are wonderful things that are going to come from this. So, you know, we all have to learn at some stage too. So you may have been learning how to actually level and balance your independence out, while as well being the mother and nurturing everybody too. So the King of Pentacles has come up, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Cups, and I'll go through them in a minute, Judgment, Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Interesting that there are 2 tens, actually 3 tens, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune there. So 3 tens basically saying they are now, you've finished a cycle, which is pretty bloomin' good. So you may have had an awakening as well, saying, okay, how much time and effort am I putting into organising everybody else? How much time and effort am I putting into running around for everybody else? And how much time and effort am I putting into making peace for everybody else? So this could be a little bit of a reality check for you too. But saying in that essence, the Wheel of Fortune saying that things are now turning in your favour. The first card, the King of Pentacles comes about and says, now this is where, and it's an earth sign too, which you're part of as well. So that is the Virgo, part of the Virgo sign, and Taurus and Capricorn too. But here it's saying that you want to feel, or you need to be more grounded. So interesting that this card came along. So there's more stability. Either you're in that stability or you would like to obtain that stability, that groundedness that you have, because maybe you've been putting too much passion into somewhere else, into other people, and it could be into children too. And I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. That's not what we're saying here. So please don't go, thinking that I'm saying bad things about kids, which I'm not. But it could mean that a lot of time has been spent on children, getting them organised, running around for them, and being the peacemaker for children too. So maybe you're putting your time and energy into, now it's not necessarily gender specific, but you could have been putting so much time and effort into other people besides yourself, and all of a sudden the universe comes out with the Judgment card and says, hang on a minute, we need to change something around here. This is like a transformation. This is like a change. This is like a rebirth coming out, which is beautiful. But there is also a second chance coming with this, which is really good. A second chance at finding a happy, not happy ending, but a happy brand new beginning, basically, and saying that emotional fulfillment is guaranteed in the home, so the happy family. So once you learn these lessons of the Wheel of Fortune that's coming around, you may find that now that you're beginning, there's new happiness coming to you for the home and the family, which is beautiful. So it's the end of heavy burdens, because you've probably had a lot on your plate. So this is very emotional type of reading for you there, Virgo. So saying that, interestingly enough, the organisational skills, getting everybody organised, running around, being the peacemaker, and it could have been for everybody else. So now it's saying, hang on a minute, you've got a second chance, you've learnt your lessons here, and now having peace and stability and having those heavy burdens off your back. So September for your Virgo seems to be that little bit more settled after perhaps going on that bandwagon of helping everybody else so much. There needs to be balance though when we're coming in, and everybody needs balance. So it's important to remember that you gain your balance and your emotional balance. So that's coming up. So know that things are starting to definitely shift in your favor, and perhaps you might even stick up for yourself, because I actually saw, while laying these cards, the Five of Wands, which means that there could be inner conflict as well coming around there. So you might be toying and tossing up, oh, am I putting too much effort in? So very interesting that this is coming. Enjoy your month of September nonetheless, Virgo, and I hope it's a happy one for you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.